Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Just 3 days. That's all I ask. 3 days to change your mind, to shift your perspective, to speak to yourself in a way that builds you instead of breaks you. Because what you tell yourself over and over again becomes your reality. You see, too many people spend their days tearing themselves down, doubting their own greatness, silencing their own potential. But what if, for just 3 days, you flip the script? What if, for just 3 days, you spoke to yourself like you were already victorious? Life will test you. It will push you. It will try to break you. But understand this. You were not put here to fold under pressure. You were not placed on this earth to crumble when things get tough. No, you were made for more. You were designed to endure, to withstand, to overcome. Every challenge you face, every obstacle in your path, every hardship that knocks on your door is not here to destroy you. It's here to shape you. You are not weak. You are not fragile. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a warrior, a fighter, a builder of your own destiny. Think about the moments you thought you wouldn't make it, the times you felt like giving up, like you had nothing left to give. But guess what? You're still here. You made it through things that were meant to break you. You survived storms you thought would wash you away. And if you made it through that, what makes you think you can't make it through what's in front of you now? You've already proven your strength, already shown your resilience. And that means there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can come against you that you aren't equipped to handle. But see, the problem is too many people forget their own strength. They forget what they've already survived. They look at their problems and see them as bigger than they are. But I'm telling you today, you need to remind yourself every single day that you were built for this. Built to carry the weight, built to rise when everything around you tries to pull you down. And when life comes swinging, when it throws setbacks and struggles your way, you don't back down, you don't run, you don't cower in fear. No, you stand tall, you plant your feet, you look that challenge dead in the eye, and you say, I am built for this, because you are, you always have been. And as long as you believe it, nothing can break you. Too many people are prisoners of their past. They carry it like a weight on their shoulders, dragging old mistakes, past failures, and painful memories everywhere they go. They let it shape their identity, let it whisper in their ear that they are nothing more than what they have been through. But let me tell you something. The past is a chapter, not the whole book. It is a lesson, not a life sentence. What you have done, what has happened to you, where you have been, none of it has the power to dictate where you are going unless you give it that power. Every single person walking this earth has made mistakes. Every single person has regrets, things they wish they could undo, words they wish they never said, chances they wish they had taken. But life is not about perfection. It's about growth. It's about learning, evolving, rising above. Your past is proof that you have lived, that you have struggled, that you have fought battles, and whether you won or lost, you are still standing. And whether you, and that means you still have time to rewrite your story. Some people stay stuck because they keep looking back. They keep replaying old failures, letting shame and guilt hold them hostage. But listen to me. How can you move forward when you are constantly looking behind you? How can you reach for something greater when your hands are full of things you should have let go of a long time ago? You are not your worst mistake. You are not your darkest moment. You are not the pain someone else caused you. You are more than what has happened to you, more than what you have done, more than the sum of your past experiences. You have to decide right now that your past will not define you. You have to wake up every day and choose to step forward, to leave behind the things that no longer serve you. Yes, your past has shaped you, but it does not have to limit you. It may have given you scars, but those scars are reminders that you healed, that you overcame, that you are stronger now than you were before. So do not let yesterday's story control today's possibilities. Do not let an old version of yourself dictate who you can become. You are not who you were. You are who you choose to be from this moment forward. And if you believe that, if you truly embrace it, then nothing, no mistake, no regret, no past failure can ever hold you back again. Too many people walk through life believing that success is for someone else. They see others winning, achieving, thriving, and they convince themselves that somehow they are not worthy of the same. They tell themselves they aren't smart enough, talented enough, lucky enough. They look at their flaws, their setbacks, their struggles, and they let those things define their worth. But let me tell you something. Success is not reserved for the privileged few. It is not handed out based on luck or circumstance. Success belongs to those who believe in their own worth and are willing to do the work to claim it. You have to understand that you are just as deserving as anyone else. You have gifts, talents, and potential inside you that are meant to be developed, meant to be shared, meant to create something extraordinary. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you deserve success, then you will never chase it the way you should. You will hesitate, you will play small, you will make excuses instead of moves. And that is what keeps so many people stuck. Not a lack of ability, but a lack of belief. But let me be clear, deserving success does not mean expecting it to be easy. It does not mean sitting back and waiting for opportunities to fall into your lap. No, success is earned, it is built, it is fought for. It demands discipline, sacrifice, consistency. It requires waking up early when you want to sleep in, pushing forward when you feel like quitting, doing the hard work when no one is watching. It means staying committed, even when the results are slow, even when the process is exhausting, even when doubt creeps in. Because success is not about how fast you get there. It's about how relentless you are in the pursuit. You have to walk through life with the mindset that says, I am worthy, I am capable, I deserve success, and I will work for it. You have to carry yourself with confidence, not arrogance, but certainty. Certainty that your effort will not be wasted. Certainty that you are becoming the person who can handle the success you are working toward. Because when you believe in yourself, when you show up every single day with the commitment to do what it takes, there is nothing that can stop you. So do not wait for permission. Do not wait for someone to tell you that you are worthy. Tell yourself, own it, believe it, because success is not just for other people. It is for you. And if you are willing to put in the work, it will be yours. Motivation is a powerful force, but it is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind, shifting with your emotions, your circumstances, and the way you feel in the moment. Some days you wake up fired up, ready to take on the world. Other days you struggle to even get out of bed. Some days you feel inspired, energized, unstoppable. But what happens when that feeling fades? What happens when the excitement wears off? When the obstacles seem bigger than your dreams? When the journey gets tough and your mind starts whispering, maybe I should just quit. This is where discipline separates the winners from the dreamers. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Motivation might spark the fire, but discipline is what keeps it burning. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, even when the conditions aren't perfect, even when no one is watching. It means showing up for yourself every single day, regardless of how you feel, because if you only work when you're motivated, you'll never be consistent. And without consistency, there is no success. Think about the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the people who have built legacies. Do you think they were motivated every single day? Absolutely not. They had moments of doubt, exhaustion, frustration, but they kept going because they had discipline. They trained when they didn't feel like it. They worked when they were tired. They pushed through the days when quitting seemed easier. And because they did, they achieved what most people never will. You see, discipline is a choice. It's a commitment. It's a mindset that says, I will do the work whether I feel like it or not. It means you don't wait for the right mood, the right time, or the perfect conditions, because those things may never come. Instead, you take action, you push forward, you stay locked in on your goals no matter what. The truth is, the people who rely on motivation will always be chasing their goals but never reaching them. They will start strong but never finish. They will have dreams but never bring them to life. But the people who develop discipline, they are unstoppable. They don't just dream, they execute. They don't just wish, they work. They don't just start, they finish. So if you want success, if you want to achieve something great, if you want to become the best version of yourself, stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop waiting for inspiration to strike. Instead, build the discipline that will take you where motivation never could. And once you do that, nothing will be out of your reach. There will be moments in life when quitting feels like the easiest option, when the weight of your struggles seems unbearable, when the road ahead looks too long, too difficult, too uncertain. There will be days when everything in you screams to give up, to walk away, to settle for something less than what you truly want. But in those moments, you have to remind yourself why you started. You have to remind yourself that your future is still waiting for you, and the only way you will ever reach it is if you refuse to quit. Quitting is always an option. It's the easiest one. It takes no effort to walk away, no strength to stop trying. But the question is, what do you lose when you quit? What dream do you give up on? What potential do you leave behind? Because every time you quit, you are not just walking away from a challenge. You are walking away from the person you could have become. The version of you that succeeds, that breaks through, that wins, it's still out there, still waiting for you to catch up. But you will never meet that version of yourself if you stop now. People quit because they think the journey is too hard. But let me ask you, do you think success comes without struggle? Do you think greatness is handed out freely? No. The most successful people in this world, the ones who have built legacies, who have made history, who have achieved the impossible, they all had moments where they wanted to quit, but they didn't. They kept going. They pushed through. They fought for it when it felt hopeless, and because they did, they reached their destiny. Your future is not something that just happens to you. It is something you create, something you fight for, something you build with every choice you make. And every time you push forward instead of giving up, every time you keep going when others would quit, you are proving to yourself and to the world that you are unstoppable. But the truth is, most people don't fail because they aren't talented enough or smart enough. They fail because they stop. They give up too soon. They let fear, doubt, and frustration convince them that their dreams aren't worth the fight. But let me tell you right now, your dreams are worth it. Your future is worth it. And as long as you refuse to quit, as long as you keep moving forward, nothing can stop you. So when the challenges come, when the road gets rough, when everything inside you wants to give up, you look in the mirror and you say, I will not quit. My future is waiting. And then you get up and you go get it. Just 3 days. 3 days of speaking life into yourself. 3 days of commanding your mind to work for you, not against you. 3 days of affirming the truth about who you are. And if you do this, if you commit to it, if you take these words and breathe them into your spirit, something will shift. Something will break free. Because the way you talk to yourself will determine everything. So how will you speak to yourself today?